here. Good afternoon. This is Dr. Cool Auto Fix. On today we have a Toyota Avalon 2006 262526 model. The way I'm looking at it, this should be 2526 model. And the customer complaint was the car will not start up in the morning. It will crank a long time, crank and crank and crank before it will start. Okay, this job obviously came through a electrician who tried to fix it and he couldn't fix it, but I've helped him solve a problem before, so he decided to locate me when this issue came on. Okay, if suppose you're having a Toyota or some other cars make maybe Ford or some other models which is having exactly this kind of issue that it won't start up first thing in the morning, then stay tuned, because today I'm going to be showing you some of the tips which is going to help you to identify the problem and possibly solving it. And if you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. The way to support me, and when you're done that, click the notification bell icon so it can keep you posted on some other subsequent videos that's going to be coming up concerning AC issues, crank no start or no crank no start, electronics issue, or some other car related problems which I'm going to be discussing right here in my channel. And if you've done that, sit back and relax and let me show you what we're going to be doing. Now the first thing which I'm going to be looking at here as a service technician when I got this kind of information is, okay, he said, he was specific. He said in the morning the car will not start up. It's going to crank and crank over a long time before it's going to start. So I know that if suppose the car won't start up first thing in the morning, it's we're looking at the condition here, and the atmospheric condition within that time is very cold, so which means it could be related to camshaft position sensor, it could be related to coolant temperature sensor, ECT, engine coolant temperature sensor. It could be anything. It could even be crankshaft position sensor. But here, when they say that it will crank over a long time before it's going to start, I was just suspicious of just two things. But I was very specific more on one, which is the camshaft position sensor, because I've seen a camshaft position sensor act up like that first thing in the morning before. So in this case, I was having it as the first thing which I have in my mind I'm going to be doing, but when he came on, I know I have to do what I've got to do, you know. So then the next thing which I'm actually suspecting, which is going to be, like I said in this video, is going to be the coolant temperature sensor. Most of you don't really know how this coolant temperature sensor is and how the kind of valuable information it passes to the computer regarding to starting the car, regarding running the engine smoothly, regarding fuel economy. So in this case, I'm going to be looking at the whole picture and see exactly what could be related to the problem. Could it be ECM? Could it be the ECU? Could it be camshaft position sensor? Could it be crankshaft position sensor? So in this case, the first thing which you're going to be doing here is, if suppose your car has been bypassed, the electrical fans have been bypassed, which a lot of them used to bypass. Like if you see this one right here, the thermostat wire has been ripped off, right? The electronic thermostat wire has been ripped off, so because I want the car to be running steady. So in this case, you want to be removing the wiring connector that goes to the radiator fan. As soon as you've done that, or precisely you can open the fuse board that is right here in the engine compartment, the right side of the engine compartment. That's it right there. So when you open it like this, you flip it up in this way, and you should be seeing the radiator fan relay right there, which is this one right here, and you should pull it out. When you pull it out, then the fan will not be able to run. In that case, it's going to save your battery. And make sure that the daytime running headlamp is not on automatic, else it's going to run down the battery. As soon as you've done that, then the next thing which I'm going to be doing in this situation in order to clear the mess is, let's go to the car and let me hook up my computer and see exactly what the problem could be, what the ECU has to say about this problem. So let's go to it. Okay, here I'm on the inside the car part, and one thing you want to do first when you come in the situation like this is to identify which year and model which model of the car which the car is. And if you can be able to find out through the VIN number, which is supposed to be the 14-digit number, is supposed to be like here, the 14-digit number, as you can see right there, is 5. So this is possibly to be 2005 model. 2005 model. And if you even don't see it that way, you can also look forward. You're going to see manufacturing right here, and you see 04, which is March 2005. That is the make again. Then if it doesn't have this door pillar sticker, then you should be looking at the driver's side seat belt right here down there to be able to find it, and it's going to be more specific right there, which is something that looks like this, and you can see 2005. Now this information is very useful depending on the kind of scanner you're going to be using. If it is those that doesn't have the capability to read the VIN number, then you're going to be copying this VIN number right here. But if it has a tendency, then everything is all fine. So the first thing I'm going to be doing here is to plug in my OBD dongle. Every car make 2000 from 96 model upwards have their OBD port right below the steering column. So right here, it should be somewhere here, and that's it right there. So I'm going to be plugging it mine. Okay, mine is on. Then the next thing which I'm going to be doing after that is to turn the ignition on, so the computer will have power going in there and know that there is something that's about information that's about to be extracted. So right now you can see that the ignition is on. You can see the beeping right there. So I'm going to be going to my computer. Okay. I'm going to be selecting Asia, Toyota, search Bluetooth. It's connecting. Okay, Toyota. I'm going to be selecting 16 pin. It's connecting. Okay, it's supposed to be searching automatically. So since it's a 2005, I'm going to be putting 2007 backwards, which is this one here. I select it with W/smart key, means without smart key. So you're gonna set it because it doesn't have smart key. Okay, it's asking if you have VSC. You're gonna check and see if it has VSC. Let's check if it has a VSC. It has a VSC, so we're gonna choose with VSC. I actually made a mistake right there. It's supposed to be without smart key, but all the same, it's still gonna read it. So if I want to get overall health system, I should be going for health report, but since I don't want that, I know exactly where I'm going, so I'm gonna select system selection and go to the powertrain and go to the engine control and electronics. Okay, you hit OK, and it's communicating. Please wait. Okay, so I go to read fault code. Okay, and you see what we have right there. Engine coolant temperature circuit high. So it wasn't quite far from what I was thinking before coming here. So in this kind of case, there's a lot of things that could be possible. All right, and listen very good. It could be that the engine coolant temperature sensor is fried. It could be that the wiring harness that goes to it there is broken or missing. It could be that that the power that is going there is not correct. So, and in doing that, that is where you have to solve the problem. So where is the engine coolant temperature sensor? Let me go show you. First, to show it as a current, to show it as history, to show it as pending. So that's a problem right there. If you can look right there, that's a coolant, engine coolant temperature sensor right there. But as I can see right now, I think I do remember the mechanic said they changed it. And in this case, I have to do the kind of magic I used to do and see what goes in there. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna be using a multimeter to test the power that goes in there. Brown is ground. Do you get it? Brown is ground. Very easy. Then the other one is the signal coming from the ECU. You should be having a reference volt of 5 volts. So you should be tuning your multimeter to direct volt. And when you do that, you should be able to test between here is earthed, here is earthed, this is ground, and test the black wire with a white tracer right there, which is the signal coming from the power signal coming from the ECU. And it should be able to give you 5 volts. If it doesn't give you 5 volts, then you should trace it. It could be related that the power is lost. So okay guys, this is not quite cheap. This is not quite easy, because I was told that I've replaced that temperature sensor right there. But right now, I'm gonna be starting the car and see exactly what happens. So this is gonna be like after fix. So I'm gonna kick it and see if it's gonna start. Okay, she's awake. She's working. You can see the RPMs going 800 right there. Okay guys, if this helped you to solve your problem, now that you know how to be able to start a car that cranks and doesn't start in the morning, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I gotta catch you guys later. Bye for now.